guys, I cut up a large pumpkin today and taking all the inside out, cutting it up, and we're going to make pureed pumpkin out of it so we can make muffins and stuff. And we also have all the seeds, so we're going to cook them as well in the oven, and they're very healthy and good for you to eat. So let's see how it turns out. We've got a lot of cutting up to do. I already have this one pot full, and I think I'm going to have another half pot probably. It's a big pumpkin. It's the top of the pumpkin, and we're getting there. My pot is getting quite full, almost overflowing. I'm still going to cut that piece up, plus a couple more little pieces here I have to do. And then we'll get it in the pot to boil. Okay, so I came outside here on the picnic table to do this because it's such a beautiful day, which is really unheard of for this time of the year, the 27th of October, in New Brunswick, Canada. Normally it's quite cold here. So anyway, we're enjoying this nice sunny weather, and as you can see, the sun is full today and the sky is blue. So we're going to go inside, and now we're going to cook our pumpkin. So we're going to take it all inside. So now we're going to take our pumpkin inside and we're going to cook it and puree it all, blend it up, and then we'll have it all bottled and put away for pumpkin pies or pumpkin cookies or cake or whatever we want to make with it. Okay, so our pot is only this size and it wasn't big enough, so I've had it transferred to this other pot just to show you how much is in it, and it's just about full. So we're going to add some water to this pumpkin, and then we're going to cook it up till it's nice and soft, like pasty, and then we're going to have to drain it, take the water off it, and then we'll blend it, and we'll have our puree. Also, I have my seeds here, which I'm going to flatten a little better, and we're just going to put them in the oven, put a little bit of salt on them, and maybe some spice or something. We'll see what we'll do with that, and put them in the oven, dry them up, and then we can have them to eat as well. Okay, so I'm going to add my 4 cups of water to this pumpkin. And putting our burner on high to start. And we'll put the lid on it for it to boil. And then once it boils, we'll turn it down low and it can simmer away. Okay, we're going to check our pumpkin and see how it's doing. It sounds like it's boiling, yes. And it is starting to boil, so that's good. We'll let it simmer here. Put it back on. I see our pumpkin's starting to change color, more of a yellow, deeper color, and so it's cooking well. Check our pumpkin and see how it's doing now. Ooh, it's cooking good. And I'm going to take a fork and take a piece out to see. Oh, I'm going to get hold of it. Break it out and put it in the dish, and we're going to see if it mashes good. Oh yes, so our pumpkin is now done. So we're going to turn the heat off it. And then we're going to let it cool. We're going to strain it. Okay, so I've moved my pot over onto this tray on my counter. And ooh, lots of steam. We're going to place that there. And we've got a strainer here. I'm going to take it out of the pot bit by bit. And we're going to drain a little bit in here. Just to make sure I have all the water out of it, I want to transfer it into this strainer in the sink. And we're going to let it drain really well. And then I'm going to transfer it over into this bowl. So once it's cool, we'll get it all drained really well. Get the first bit done, and we're going to do a little more. As you can see, oh, it's pretty steamy. Hot. I want to make sure we get all the water out because we don't want a lot of water in our pumpkin when we go to cook with it. We want it to be pumpkin, not water. So we're going to just transfer it into here. Same thing, strain, and you can see we put it into this bowl. And we're going to do that with all our pumpkin. Okay, so this is our cooked pumpkin we got, a whole bowl full. I don't know, maybe about 6 or 7 cups, which would be good because most recipes call for anywhere from 1 to 3 cups. You can also bake this pumpkin. Just cut it in slices. Take the seeds out and put on a tray and cover it with some tin foil and put in the oven at 350 for about 45 minutes to an hour. And that should cook it as well. Now we're all ready to puree it up and put it in baggies in 3-cup measures to freeze, or we can put it in a jar and have it canned and have it for when we want to make cakes or pies or cookies or anything else we want to make from pumpkin. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I hope you try this. Now our pumpkin has cooled some. We're going to take it and we're going to put it into our blender over here, and we're going to blend it up. We want to puree our pumpkin. Some of it's still a little warm, but it's okay. We can still do it even if it's warm. There we go. We'll just do a little bit at a time. Put our cover on it. The arrow has to match up. Arrow. Put her on there. Then we're going to sit it on our blender. Turn her on and let her go. Okay, so now our pumpkin is all pureed. You can see it's nice and smooth. And now I'm going to transfer it into a freezer bag, and I'm going to do 3 cups in each bag because my recipes all pretty much call for 3 cups of pumpkin. That's 1. And maybe a little bit more, doesn't matter. 2 and 3. So that's what we're going to have, and we're going to set it. And we're going to put it in the freezer. And we want to take the air out of this bag as well. We don't want too much air in it. Just a little bit of air space, and that's it. So I closed up the bag, and I left a little corner with a straw in it. I'm going to. Now our pumpkin is ready to go into the freezer, and we'll make up the rest of the bags and freeze it. And next we're going to take our seeds and we're going to bake them in the oven. So guys, I got 4 bags of 3 cups each that I'll be able to freeze, and now they'll have them for when I want to make something out of pumpkin. I have my pumpkin puree. So enough for 3 cups in each one, and depending on the size of your pumpkin, you may get more or you may get less. It just depends on the size. And this pumpkin was a fairly good size one. Okay guys, now we're going to toast our pumpkin seeds. So I'm going to set the oven for 325 and start that. And I'm going to show you our pumpkin seeds are all dried here. So we're going to add a couple of teaspoons of olive oil and some salt and pepper to this. So we're going to add our salt and pepper. I put a teaspoon of each. Salt and a teaspoon of pepper in here. And I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of oil, olive oil, in the bag. And I put it in the bag because I didn't shake it around good and everything get coated good. Rather than a plate. I'm just going to take my bag and shake it up. And it's mixed in good. And then we're going to lay it out on a tray. Ooh. And we're going to spread these out on the tray. And then we're going to put them in our oven for about 25 to 35 minutes. And they're going to give us a nice flavor in our pumpkin seeds. So when our oven's up to temperature, we'll put them in. Okay, our oven's up to temperature, so now we're going to put our pumpkin seeds inside. And we're going to leave them for 20 minutes to 30 minutes. Check them in 20 minutes, see how they are. And then we're going to have them ready to eat. I hope you enjoy them. Once you cut the seed open, the pod, this is what you get, and you can eat this piece. It's very tasty. You pick them with your hand, like this. That was a little piece. There's the other piece there.